All right. Before I begin this presentation, I'd like to ask everyone in the audience a quick question. By show of hands, how many of you have ever purchased a physical product online? All right, so that's more or less everyone. And it turns out you're not alone. E-commerce sales in Europe this year will exceed $400 billion. By the end of 2018, this number will increase to more than $500 billion. That's more than the entire GDP of Norway. Combined with the US, we're looking at more than $1 trillion in e-commerce sales. And this is interesting because it's not only the growth in retail that causes this, it's also e-commerce taking shares from retail. Now, throughout history, technology has always been the driver for consumer shopping behavior. In the 1950s, when cars became widely accessible, retailers started doing home parties, such as the famous and perhaps infamous Tupperware party. Then, with color TVs becoming a household staple in the 1980s, we saw a lot of infomercials. And today, we have the internet in the 21st century. That is the new way to shop. However, technology is advancing. Most people today, actually more than 60%, shop with their mobile phones or their tablets. More than 80% of internet traffic is video. And the current way of shopping online is falling behind. It has some serious limitations. First of all, the human component is entirely gone. There's no interaction with a seller or anyone at all, really. It's difficult to experience the product. It's difficult to really get a good sense of the product features. There's not really a demonstration or anything like that as you would get in a brick and mortar store. And it takes a lot of time to form a good opinion on this. If you want expert opinions, you have to read reviews, perhaps Google the reviews of the product. And this process is pretty time-consuming. And all in all, it leads to relatively low conversion rates. So retailers are frustrated, consumers are frustrated. There's just a lot of frustration going on. Until now. To consumers, Preplay is a new, fun, and innovative way to shop online. To retailers, we hold the keys to the Ferrari. Now, Preplay is an event-driven marketplace that lets consumers and retailers interact directly with one another through live video and chat. What you see here is a sign-up page. It's pretty easy. You enter your email address, you mark the date and time in your calendar, and you can start shopping. You'll get a reminder as well, actually, and if you prefer, you can also just join the event directly. Let's see. All right, so this is what an event looks like. All right, there we go. So this was a live streaming event that was done with a power tool company together with a retailer called verktøy.no. So as you can see here, there's a video running. These people are talking about the product, and this is all going on live. And on the right-hand side, there's a chat function where viewers can enter questions they have about the products or how they work and the prices, etc. And they can not only interact with an administrator from the retailer, they can also interact with one another. So very often for events like this, there are experts attending the event that have all kinds of different power tools and know how they work and ask good critical questions that perhaps you didn't think of yourself. Adding the products is also relatively easy. You scroll through the product listing, you select the product, you add it to your shopping cart, and you click buy. And that's pretty much it. Now on the retailer end, this is what the UX looks like. It literally takes less than 2 minutes to set up. You choose whether you want to stream a video live or you want to upload a video. For the sake of this presentation, we're just going to upload a video right here. Goes very, very quickly. Maybe you want to add a cover photo as a placeholder, and you're ready to roll. You start adding products, upload a product image, set a price, perhaps offer some kind of discount, and enter a description right here. Once you've done that, all that remains is to schedule the event. So right here, you schedule the event, you set a date, you pick a time, and you see it counting down here. So it's all very, very easy to use. The really cool part is the analytics section that we have. So in addition to all the other bells and whistles that you typically get from a regular e-commerce platform, how many users attended, who left their shopping carts abandoned, etc., you can replay the video and watch where customers purchased, when they added something to their carts, what type of customers did all these kinds of things, and you can compare products as well. And why does this really matter, right? A regular e-commerce store has a conversion rate of 2.3% on average. A Preplay event, the events we've done so far, have an average conversion rate of 15%. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call cutting edge. Thank you.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you have created a digital marketplace, which seems to be like a mix of TV shop version 2.0 and a community-based interface. And I guess the big hook on every digital marketplace is to build content. How are you going to get enough volume in your marketplace so that both I as a buyer and the retailers will start to put stuff in this?
Are you talking volume as in products or volume?
Yeah, products.
Oh, so that's all provided by the retailer. So the retailers that we work with, they provide products to the events, and we typically require that they provide a certain amount of products to make this interesting. So in this type of event, they have already announced in advance what type of products they wanted to add. So whoever enters the event as a shopper knows what they can expect.
Thank you. Didn't quite get the business model here. So how are you making money?
This is a software that we're selling to retailers. So we're selling it at a price between $300 and $700 a month, depending on how many events they want to do. And then we take a small percentage off the incremental revenue as well.
Great. Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Thank you.